We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
Hey guys, so for today's DIY, I'm going to start with this pair of socks from the Dollar Tree. I'm actually only going to use one, and I'm going to make a cut straight across just like that. And then I'm going to take some rice that I picked up from Dollar Tree. You could also use dried beans. And I'm going to use this 2-cup container and fill it halfway full with the rice. Then I'm going to put the sock over the top of the container, turn it upside down. This helps to prevent any spills. And once all of the rice is in, I'm going to take this, which was the holder. It came with the socks. And I'm going to round the corners off. You could use any piece of cardboard, or you don't have to use it at all. This is completely optional. I just wanted there to be separation between the rice in the sock and the scented sachets. So I'm just going to insert the cardboard on top of the rice. And for the scented sachets, I'm using the cinnamon stick fragrance from the Dollar Tree. They come 2 in a pack. So when you take it out, this is what it looks like. So I'm going to go ahead and add it right on top of the little cardboard piece. And then I'm going to close it up using a rubber band. Now for her hair, I'm going to use this pink fur that I picked up from Joann's. So I want to turn it over onto the back and cut one piece out. Then I'm going to take that piece and cut that in half. And now I'm going to cut each of these halves into 3. And these are going to be her braids. So I'm going to smooth the fur out as much as I can with just my fingers. I'm going to put the tops together and clamp them down, and then weigh the clamp down. And I'm just going to braid the faux fur as tightly as possible. And once it's done, I'm going to take this piece of red embroidery thread and tie a knot at the bottom. You can make the braid as long or as short as you would like to. So I'm going to secure it with a knot. And I'm going to remove the clamp and then hot glue the top closed. Now I'm just taking a pair of scissors and cutting some of the flyaways from the faux fur. And in the end, I decided to add another sachet to give it more fragrance. I actually would recommend adding about 4 sachets to each gnome, but when I went to Dollar Tree, I only bought 2 packs, so I only had 4, and I'm using 2 for her and 2 for the boy gnome. For her braids, I'm going to take them and add them to either side, and then close them off with a rubber band. So that's how it should look. And then to secure them in place, I'm going to use a little bit of hot glue. I kind of toyed with the idea of what would it be like if she had a bell for a nose instead of a wooden bead. So I got this pin from Dollar Tree. They, of course, sell the red bells in a bag by themselves, but the pin was sitting right there, so I just took it off the pin. And so I'm going to hot glue it into the center of her braids. And I picked up these glittered felt sheets from Joann's. I'm going to use the red glitter felt sheet to make her hat. So I'm going to roll up a corner into a cone shape and then cut that out. And then I'm going to cut straight across the bottom. That's going to be the bottom of her hat. And then I just want to fit it over her head, just to be sure that there's going to be enough space, and it looks like it's going to be a good fit. So I'm going to go ahead and hot glue it shut. So that's how I want it to fit over her head. So I'm going to secure it in place using hot glue. Now, if you wanted to leave her hat standing straight up, you could definitely do that. I decided I wanted it folded down like that. So I'm going to glue it down because it just will stand straight up if it's not glued down. And then I'm going to take one of the white pom-poms from Dollar Tree and hot glue it to the bottom of her hat. And that's what she looks like with her little bell nose. Now, I do end up changing her nose, so stay tuned towards the end so you'll see how her nose turned out. For her hat, I decided to embellish it with some pieces from Dollar Tree picks, as well as some of the frosted mini pine cones. I also made additional changes to the hat, which you will see at the end. Now for the boy gnome, I'm going to use this Dollar Tree faux fur buffalo check stocking, and I'm going to cut out the foot part of the stocking. It has this piece in here that helps to keep it stiff, so I want to take that out. So I'm going to turn it inside out and basically just tear it out. You want to be careful not to rip the seam open. It came out pretty easily, so now I want to turn it right side out. And now I'm going to cut straight across where the heel of the stocking would be. And then I'm going to use hot glue to close up the long end that's open right there. And so now where I cut across the heel is going to be the new opening. Now I'm going to fill it with about 2 cups of rice. And now I'm going to carefully turn it on its side where the opening is facing on the side, and then put the 2 scented sachets inside. Now I want to seal it shut, and I'm going to fold it over twice, hot gluing down each time. And this is his little body. For the nose, I took one of the beads that I got from the bag of beads from Joann's, and I'm going to hot glue his nose right there in the center And I am choosing to use the buffalo check side. You could use the red side and then have the back be buffalo check. It's up to you. For his beard, I'm going to use this faux fur from the stocking. And to get it off, I'm just going to cut a couple of the stitches and then it will pull right off. And then I cut stitches again on this side to remove it completely from the other part of the stocking. So this is what we have, this rectangular piece. And it is a little too large on its own, so I will have to cut it down. If you're making a larger gnome, you could use the whole piece, but I'm just going to turn it on its back and cut a V shape out of it. And now I'm going to use hot glue to add his little beard to the rest of his body. So now that his beard is attached, we're going to give him a hat. And I found this light up headband from Dollar Tree. And so I decided to use this for his hat. And it'll fit on just like that. So I removed the hat from the headband. Now be careful because there are wires inside of this hat for the lights. So I do want to hot glue it closed, making sure not to get any hot glue on the wire. So I added some glue on his nose, and then on one side and then the other. And I'm just holding it down until it is secured. And here are our cinnamon scented gnome pair. There you can see I added a buffalo check ribbon from Dollar Tree to her hat and then also to the ends of her braids to help incorporate her and him together. Here his hat is turned on, nice and festive. I did twist some of the faux fur under his nose to give him a distinct mustache. You don't have to do that if you don't want to, but I think they make the cutest little gnome couple. So adorable. Now, these scented sachets are not enough to fill a room. If you have them sitting on your desk near you, you will be able to smell the cinnamon fragrance. I would suggest actually adding anywhere from 4 to 6 sachets per gnome. Thank you guys so much for joining me for today's video. I hope you subscribe for more Christmas DIYs. I would love for you to give this video a thumbs up if you liked today's gnomes. Thank you guys again. I hope you all have a wonderful, beautiful, blessed day, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.